Welcome, Wrestling Warriors. You're tuned into Wrestle Watch Central, your daily dose of WWE. Hit that bell, and let's get started. What happens when speed meets precision? AEW Collision delivered a Continental Classic Gold League match that exemplified this collision perfectly. Jungle Jack Perry faced Speedball Mike Bailey in a matchup that promised intensity, athleticism, and unpredictability. From the opening bell, the crowd sensed the stakes. Every strike, every counter, and every high-risk maneuver mattered. This wasn't just a match. It was a proving ground, a test of timing, awareness, and ring psychology. Both competitors brought contrasting styles, Perry with calculated aggression and tactical awareness, Bailey with lightning-fast strikes and relentless momentum. But they shared one goal: victory. Every exchange elevated the audience's anticipation. By the final minutes, the narrative had shifted from athletic showcase to dramatic storytelling, leaving fans on the edge of their seats and primed for a finish that would shock even the most seasoned observers. Match build-up AEW Collision framed this bout as a critical Gold League encounter, where each point and every victory carried weight. Jungle Jack Perry and Mike Bailey had been building momentum in the tournament, with fans tracking their progress closely. Perry's methodical approach had seen him dismantle opponents with a combination of timing, power, and psychology, while Bailey relied on his explosive agility, rapid-fire strikes, and ability to control the pace. The match was positioned not only as a test of skill, but as a demonstration of contrasting wrestling philosophies. The pre-match hype emphasized the clash of identities: Perry, the cerebral powerhouse, versus Bailey, the speed demon who seemed to redefine limits in every frame. The anticipation made the opening bell a moment of immediate intensity, with the crowd fully invested in every move. Early pace and momentum. From the very first moments, Mike Bailey seized control, establishing the pace with lightning-fast kicks and rapid offensive bursts. Perry had to adapt quickly, circling, countering, and resetting as Bailey's relentless strikes dictated the flow. The crowd's energy surged with every maneuver, sensing the tension between style and strategy. Perry attempted to ground the match, aiming to slow Bailey's momentum with targeted strikes and calculated positioning, but Bailey's agility allowed him to evade and respond with speed that continually tested Perry's ring awareness. Both men traded near falls and high-impact exchanges, creating a dynamic rhythm that alternated between explosive offense and tense pauses. This early period emphasized the story of the match, the battle of anticipation, adaptability, and ring IQ, where one misstep could define the outcome. Mid-match exchanges. As the match progressed into its middle phase, the intensity escalated. Bailey's rapid-fire offense continued to challenge Perry's calculated control, forcing him to improvise under pressure. Perry began identifying patterns in Bailey's movements, exploiting openings with counters and strikes that showcased timing as much as strength. Each near fall increased suspense, keeping the crowd invested in both competitors' strategies. Momentum shifted multiple times. Bailey would build a flurry of attacks only for Perry to respond with deliberate counters. This tug-of-war between raw speed and methodical precision exemplified the art of in-ring storytelling. Audience reactions intensified with every reversal, creating a layered narrative that communicated more than results. It conveyed character, resilience, and the psychological battle underlying every physical exchange in a high-stakes tournament context. Climactic sequences. Entering the final stretch, the tension peaked as Bailey appeared poised for victory. A massive thrust kick dropped Perry, eliciting a thunderous reaction from the crowd and signaling the potential end of the match. Bailey ascended the second rope, preparing his signature high-risk finisher, a move known to decisively conclude contests. Every fan in the arena braced for impact, anticipating a textbook finish. Yet, the narrative took a sudden, dramatic turn. Perry's awareness and timing allowed him to roll out of danger, turning Bailey's offensive momentum against him. In a single, fluid sequence, Perry executed a devastating backdrop suplex, exploiting the precise moment when Bailey was most vulnerable. This sequence exemplified the art of reversal, where split-second decisions define both the outcome and the emotional resonance of the match. The finish without hesitation, Perry secured the pinfall, hooking Bailey's leg as the referee counted 1, 2, 3. The audience erupted, stunned by the sudden turnaround and the precision required to execute the finish. The dramatic reversal highlighted Perry's mastery of ring awareness, tactical execution, and psychological storytelling. This wasn't merely a lucky outcome. It was a demonstration of preparation, timing, and the ability to exploit critical moments in high-pressure environments. The victory elevated Perry within the Continental Classic Gold League, positioning him as a competitor capable of thriving under extreme stress while reinforcing Bailey's reputation for speed and skill. The finish exemplified how wrestling combines athleticism, timing, and narrative to deliver unforgettable moments that resonate with audiences beyond a single match. Post-match. Respect. After the bell, the intensity shifted to an unexpected moment of camaraderie. Luca Klaus entered the arena carrying a bag of toys, introducing a light-hearted, humanizing touch to the aftermath. Bailey accepted the gesture, smiling and sharing a moment of respect with Perry, who reciprocated with a hug. This display emphasized that professional competition does not preclude sportsmanship and mutual recognition. In the context of a tournament defined by pride, pressure, and performance, this humanizing conclusion provided emotional balance. It underscored the narrative that wrestling is more than wins and losses. It is about storytelling, character development, and shared experiences between athletes. Fans witnessed both the intensity of competition and the underlying respect that defines professional wrestling culture. Audience reaction. The crowd's reaction throughout the match and immediately following the conclusion demonstrated the power of narrative and athletic storytelling. From the rapid exchanges to the climactic reversal, fans were fully engaged, alternating between awe, anticipation, and disbelief. The post-match sportsmanship amplified positive responses, showing that audiences value depth and nuance in wrestling beyond sheer spectacle. Reactions indicated that Perry's clutch finish and Bailey's dynamic performance created memorable, talked-about moments. Social media discussions and in-arena reactions alike highlighted the effectiveness of both competitors' performances. Wrestling audiences respond to layered storytelling that combines technical skill, timing, and character engagement, and this match succeeded on all fronts, leaving a lasting impression that extended beyond the Continental Classic Gold League standings. Tournament implications. Perry's victory carries immediate and long-term implications for the Continental Classic Gold League. By securing a hard-fought win over a high-profile opponent, Perry gains momentum, positioning himself as a legitimate contender for advancement. The match demonstrates that success in the tournament requires not only physical prowess, but adaptability, mental acuity, and the ability to capitalize on split-second opportunities. Bailey's performance, while resulting in defeat, solidifies his reputation as a dangerous competitor capable of pushing opponents to the limit. Tournament organizers and audiences now have a clearer understanding of the hierarchy and potential rivalries, creating anticipation for future matchups and story developments within the league's structure. Strategic victories like this inform both character arcs and the competitive narrative of the event. Legacy of the match. The match between Jungle Jack Perry and Speedball Mike Bailey will be remembered as a defining moment in the Continental Classic Gold League. The combination of athletic excellence, split-second reversals, psychological storytelling, and post-match sportsmanship elevates it above standard tournament bouts. Perry's victory illustrates the importance of timing, awareness, and adaptability, while Bailey's performance emphasizes speed, precision, and resilience. The bout reinforces that wrestling thrives on the interplay of contrasting styles, dramatic finishes, and audience engagement. Beyond the standings, the match sets a benchmark for future league contests, highlighting how preparation, strategy, and the human element converge to produce moments that fans and competitors alike will discuss long after the event concludes. This encounter encapsulates the essence of professional wrestling storytelling.